Welcome. Thanks for joining me. Today is going to be completely on the ground for your practice. So you know when you're feeling a little sluggish, but you know you should practice, you don't have quite the energy for a standing practice, maybe your legs are tired, you did a big leg workout or whatever. This one's going to be completely on the ground. We're still going to get a lot of core, a lot of glutes, a lot of hamstrings, but it's all going to be on the floor. So it's kind of nice. Just enjoy getting to your mat today and enjoy this practice. You are definitely going to need a block. You're going to need a strap and then some type of bolster or maybe even your blocks for under your back to start. So when you're ready and you have all those things, start on your back. I'm going to take my blanket today and roll this up in a nice tight little ball. And I'm going to lay down on it. So I'm going to lay down onto my back here. And then roll down. Laying your whole spine on that bolster, on your blocks. Just let the chest open, let the heart open, and let your knees knock in. Let your feet come apart the distance of your mat. And just start to build your breath here. Inhaling and exhaling fully. Creating that Ujjayi pranayama. Let the eyes close if it's comfortable. And if that's a little bit too relaxed for you, you can just keep your eyes slightly open, gazing down toward the tip of your nose. Continue breathing big breaths. Bring awareness into the body, into the belly, into the spine. Full inhales and exhales. Bring yourself into this present moment right here on your mat. Letting everything else slip away. Just being here on your mat. Being happy you made it here for today. Couple more deep breaths here. If you're feeling okay, maybe start to open those knees, bring the soles of your feet together, getting a little more opening in the hips. 3 more deep breaths. Bring your hands to your ribs. Take a full inhale. Long exhale. Again, inhale. And exhale. Last time, inhale. Hold the breath at the top. And then part the lips and sigh it out. Let your breathing come back to normal. And then slowly bring those knees up. Bring one arm up alongside your body and roll yourself off your bolster or your blanket. And come to just pause on your side. And then slowly start to make your way onto your belly. So you're going to make your way onto your belly here. Lengthen those feet out, hands by the side, ground down through those toes. Pause here, and then lift up through the kneecaps. Lift your hips and lengthen the sideways. So try to draw that sideways nice and long, and then lay the pubic bone back down. From here, lengthen the hands, ground through the toes, and as you inhale, roll the shoulders back, lift the chest. Exhale, reach those hands back towards your toes. Nice big breaths. Try to ground all 10 toes. Kneecaps are nice and lifted. Shoulders keep drawing back. Think of squeezing those shoulder blades together. And then exhale, release it down. Right side of your face onto the mat. Big inhale here. Exhale. Coming back to the center. From here, as you inhale, shoulders roll back. Exhale, reach those hands back. And then if you're feeling okay, maybe hover those feet. Spread through the toes, draw the heels toward one another. Keep rolling the shoulders back. Big breaths, big inhale. And as you exhale, release it down left side of your face toward the mat. Take a big inhale here. And exhale. Come back to center. On your next inhale, roll the shoulders back, lift through the hands. Exhale, lift through the feet, heels lift. If you're okay, interlink those fingers. Again, roll the shoulders onto the back, reach those fingertips toward the toes. Keep lifting, keep breathing. One more big inhale here. Exhale, release it all down. Right side of the face to the mat again. Take a nice deep inhale. And exhale. As you inhale, press into the hands, tuck the toes. Push your back into child's pose. So that's about the highest you're going to get all day. Be happy for that. Nice deep breaths here. Press into those hands. Let the shoulders drop down. Let the hips press back into those heels. Nice big breaths. And as you inhale, shift your weight forward. And exhale, come all the way back down to your belly. So this next one is a little bit of the arm stretch. So from here, I'm going to show you my right side first, whatever side is best for you before you go, to be able to see. So my arm is going to be out nice and long by my side. My shoulder, my wrist, and my elbow are in a nice straight line. And I'm going to start to roll to the side. I'm going to use my bolster as a little pillow for my head. And I'm going to start to roll toward that extended arm. I'm going to stack my hips. I'm going to press into that hand and then just stack my hips. Pause here. My opposite hand, just going to kind of prop myself up. If I feel okay, maybe I bend the top leg, press it down into the floor. So I'm kind of bringing a little bit more weight into that extended arm, getting a nice stretch through the chest. My head's resting on something so my neck is supported. One more big inhale here. Stay to exhale. As you inhale, straighten the top leg, stack the hips. And then exhale, slowly roll it back down toward the floor. Extend the opposite arm out. Let that head rest on the bolster, start to roll toward the extended arm, press into that extended hand, and then stack the hips. So pause there, don't go too far. And then slowly, nice big breath here. If you're feeling okay, bend the top knee, place it behind that leg, and having this hand support you. Your neck is supported by the bolster or a block. And just breathe. Feeling that stretch in the front of the chest here, all the way into the triceps. One more big inhale. Exhale fully. As you inhale, slowly stack the hips first. And then exhale, roll yourself all the way forward. Pause here for a moment. And then slowly make your way onto your back. If you'd like to go into child's pose before going to your back, you can do that. And then come along to your back. We're going to do a little bit of core work because we're not doing much legs, so we're going to work that core a little bit. So first of all, pretending we're doing crane pose, or little actions for crane. So take those arms, reach them up to the ceiling. Kind of round through the upper back. So instead of letting those arms get plugged into the sockets, round through the upper back. Lift through the chin, and then on your next exhale, bring those knees as close as you can anywhere toward your elbows. If you can, get them all the way up into your armpits. Draw those heels together, toes together, spread through the toes. Keep lifting up. Lift the tailbone to the ceiling. Breathe. One more big inhale, shaking's a good thing. Exhale. And then slowly inhale, release the feet. Exhale, hands to belly, take a breath. A little bit of core. So if you found that one challenging, stick with that one. Do that one again. Otherwise, we're going to revolved crane. So revolve Bakasana. On our backs. No balancing. So from here, ground down. Reach those arms up. Press into the upper back, round the spine, lift the chin, keep looking up. And as you inhale, squeeze the knees together, bring the knees toward the chest. And then take both knees toward the right elbow. So try and get that left elbow to touch left knee to touch the right elbow. Keep rotating through the chest. Press those hands up. Pull in, spread through the toes. Lift up a little bit higher. One more big inhale. And then as you exhale, release it all down. Hands to belly, take a breath. And sigh it out. Other side. Lift it up. Lifting up here, lift the chin, press into the shoulder blades, lift it up, squeeze the knees together, and then rotate that lower body so that that right knee touches the left elbow. Spread through the toes, keep lifting up through the chest, pull in through the lower belly. Don't forget to breathe. One more big inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Inhale, slowly releases. And exhale, hands to belly. Take a nice deep inhale here. And sigh it out. One more ab here. Hug both knees in. Give them a squeeze. Roll up onto the shoulder blades. Keep the legs nice and active. And then as you inhale, extend the left leg. And then as you exhale, switch. Inhale, hold. Exhale, switch. Inhale, hold. Exhale, switch. Now if you feel this is easy, exhale, switch. You can straighten the leg. Exhale, switch. Exhale, switch. Big inhale, exhale, switch. Whatever one you are, keep lifting, exhale, switch. 3 more times, exhale, switch. Exhale, switch. Last time here, exhale, switch. Inhale, lift both arms up. Exhale, reach. And then inhale, bring it down. Exhale, hug those knees in. Big inhale through the nose. And sigh it out the mouth. Keeping both knees into the chest, bring those arms nice and wide like a T. And then press down into those elbows. Keep curling the knees into the chest and drop both knees to the right. Both knees to the right, moving them over. Maybe that right hand presses into the top thigh. Maybe your ankles stay together. Maybe you rest them on a bolster. Maybe they reach to the floor. Round into the lower back. Lengthen it down. Open up through that top left side. Full breaths here into the chest. Keep pressing that left shoulder down. Big inhales, feel the chest. Exhales, rotate through the mid-back. One more big inhale. Stay to exhale. Inhale, engage the core, draw the knees up. And then as you exhale, drop both knees to the left. Knees drop down, squeeze the knees together, squeeze the ankles together. Maybe ankles hover, maybe they rest on a block, maybe they drop to the floor. Top hand can press into the top thigh. Drop that right shoulder back. Lift the chest to the ceiling, maybe look over your right shoulder. Nice full breaths. Keep rounding into that lower back. Pull in through the lower belly. Full breaths into the chest. One more big inhale. Stay to exhale. Engage the core. Inhale, draws those knees up. And exhale, release the feet to the floor. Taking your strap, having your strap, and then taking your right leg, bring it up, placing the strap around the ball of the right foot, and extend that strap up to the ceiling. So then spread through the toes, pull in through the lower belly, and really rotate that leg so inner thigh spirals to the top of your mat. Relax the shoulders. Remember, that arm is an extension of your hand, so you don't have to work too hard. So, sorry, the strap is an extension of your arm, not of your strap. Or you can hold onto your big toe. If you're feeling okay in your hamstrings, left leg goes straight. Pull in through the lower belly, lengthen the tailbone, relax the shoulders. So get a hamstring stretch. So again, if you're not as flexible and your leg doesn't go straight up, you're here. You're still using the muscles. You're still activating. You're doing less with your arm, more with your leg. So use that leg to pull it up. So if I weren't even holding on here, I would be able to engage. Couple more breaths. And then take that hand or the strap in the left side. And then take your right hand, place it on your right hip, and just kind of roll your hip down and away from you. And then draw that leg across you 2 to 3 inches. Hi, Midnight. It's okay, buddy. Come here. And just breathe. Shh. That's Midnight. He's joined us today. So spread through the toes on both feet. Let that right hip drop to the ground. On your next inhale, bring the leg back up to center. Grab the strap or leg with the right hand. Keep the left hand on your hip, and then exhale, open that leg out to the side. Good, nice big breath. Don't let that left hip draw up. Press it down so you're getting into that inner thigh. Keep rounding down through the hips. Spread through the toes. Nice big breaths. One more big inhale here. Stay to exhale. Put a little bend into the knee. Inhale brings the leg back up. And then exhale, release that leg. Opposite side. Bring that left knee in. Ball of the foot goes into the strap, so you can press the ball of the foot into that strap, so not the sole of the foot. And then find the length for you, and then lengthen the tailbone down, pull in through the lower belly, inner thigh spirals down, and maybe that right leg goes straight. Relax the shoulders, breathing here, find what works for you, keeping that thigh engaged, keeping that lower belly dropping down so the low back presses into the floor, and then really spread through all 10 toes. Even if your knee is bent, you can still spread through the toes, press into the mat with that foot. Couple more breaths here. And then over time, as you get better, that toes coming back toward the top of your mat. Exhale fully here. Taking the strap or leg into the right hand. That left hand, your thumb goes into the thumb crease, rolls that hip down, so you're pressing that hip down and away, creating length in your side waist. And then just drawing that leg across your body 2 or 3 inches. Pull in through the lower belly. Keep that left hip on the ground. Don't let it come up. Drop it down. Breathe. Relax the shoulders. Spread through the toes. And then inhale brings your leg back up. Exhale brings the left hand to the strap or leg. Right hand to right hip. Spread through all 10 toes and then open the leg out to the side. Keep that leg nice and active. Open the chest, open the hips, spread through the toes, and breathe. Nice deep breaths here. Keep lifting the leg toward the head, spiraling up through the heel, pressing down into the toes, into the strap. Exhale fully. Bend into the knee. Inhale brings that leg back up. And then exhale, release. Go and extend that out. Take that left foot, place it on the floor. Right leg, cross it over your left knee. So your ankle's just outside your knee. And then from here, start to draw the knee into the chest. This might be your pose. Flex through the foot. If you can, grab onto the thigh, pressing that right elbow in and out into that right thigh as you breathe and draw the knees in. So getting into the glutes here, getting into that hip on the right side. Keep flexing the foot. So draw that little pinky toe back towards your knee and try to relax your head. So if you're really tight and maybe your head rounds up, you can always use that bolster. Let your head rest on something. And breathe. Notice where your weight is here. If it's more on the right side, try to shift it toward the left and see if you can create some length on that right side. Keep flexing through the foot. Exhale fully here. Go ahead, release that leg, place the foot on the ground, and switch sides. Left ankle over the right knee. Flex through the foot, draw the knee in, see how this feels. Keep spreading through the toes. Maybe grab onto the back of the thigh. Press that left elbow into the left thigh, draw the knee away, keep flexing that little pinky toe to the left knee, and then relax the head and shoulders as you start to draw that leg into your chest. Again, notice if you're more in your left hip, try to draw toward the right, and now lengthen that left side waist down. Breathe. Keep flexing through the feet. Full breaths. One more big inhale here. Exhale fully. Inhale, releases the leg. Exhale, place both feet on the ground. Bring those feet as close as you can to your bum. Extend the hands towards your feet. Press down into the heels. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, roll the shoulders underneath. See if you can interlink your hands behind your back. Press those pinky edges to the floor. Keep lifting up through the hips. Breathe. Now maybe stay here, or if you want to add on a little bit, we're going to add on in the next pose. So kind of notice how this feels and how you got here. Keep lifting the chin slightly. Keep pressing into the arms. Shins go toward the front of the mat. Knees draw toward one another. One more big inhale. Exhale fully. Inhale, slowly unwind the arms. And exhale, slowly release. Hi, Midnight. Good boy. Take a breath here. Pet your cat, pet your dog, especially if they're loud. And then coming back again. Pressing down into those heels. Take a big inhale. Exhale, lift the hips. Roll the shoulder blades underneath. Interlake the fingers, press those hands down. Now bring your left foot toward the center line. Either stay here or the next part. Press down into that left foot. Take the right knee, lift it to the ceiling, and then exhale, maybe lift that right leg to the sky. Lift the hips equally. Press down with those hands. Spread through the toes. Big inhale. Exhale, bend the knee. Place the foot back to the floor. Take an inhale here. Lift the hips, center the feet. And exhale, unwind the shoulders. Release the hands, take a breath. Big inhale. Exhale. Second side. Ground down into those feet. Lengthen the hands. Press into the heels. Inhale, lift the hips. Roll those shoulders underneath. Interlink the fingers. Press those hands down. Keep lifting the chest. Find your center here. Either stay here or walk that right foot to the center line. Lift up through the hips. Draw the left knee to the ceiling. If it's okay, straighten the leg to the ceiling. Spread through the toes. Lift the hips. Press that chin to the top of the mat. Keep lifting and breathing. One more big inhale. Exhale, bend the knee. Inhale, foot to the floor. Exhale, square the feet. Lift those hips. Inhale, unwind the shoulders. And exhale, slowly lower to the floor. Let your knees knock in. Let your feet go the distance of your mat. Take a couple breaths here. Big inhale through the nose. And exhale. Again, inhale. And exhale. So this next one, you might want one block, maybe 2 blocks, maybe a comfortable padding. But you want to lift your hips so they're at least up the distance of a block would be on its second level. So from here, you're going to bring that block underneath, maybe 2 blocks if you're feeling like a little uncomfortable with just one. You can place 2. Place it right in that sacral area. So that flat area between your booty and your low back, so it's not in your low back. And then just pause there. Draw the shoulder blades onto the back, and just pause. Notice how that feels. And breathe. And from here, we do a little stretch for the psoas. Since we're on our belly, we didn't really get much stretch in the front of our body. So we're going to do a little bit of that. So from here, hug your right knee into your chest. And maybe this is as good as it goes. Maybe you just pause here, right? And then you're going to take that left leg, straighten it out to the top of your mat. Try to keep your heel on the ground. And your heel might hover depending on how tight you are here. You're just going to spread through the toes, press that heel into the ground if it touches. If you want to go a little deeper, grabbing onto the knee, draw the knee toward the chest and breathe. So a nice deep stretch along this line. Keep lengthening this left hip down toward the end, spread through the toes. Let the head be heavy. And sometimes if you have wooden blocks or something, it's a little hard on the back, so you might want to put a bolster underneath or a blanket over your blocks. Just make it more comfortable for your low back. One more breath. And exhale. Start to slide that left knee in. Place the foot on the floor, place the right foot on the floor. Pause here. Notice how that feels. And then start to bend the left knee. Extend the right leg long, spreading through the toes, straighten that leg. So your toes might be hovering, which is totally fine. As this loosens, breathe. Maybe draw the knee in. If your heel touches the floor, press in with that heel. Lift that right hip down or up toward the ceiling and down toward the end of your mat. Let your head and neck be heavy. Full breaths into the front body. Keeping that Ujjayi breath. That victorious breath. One more big inhale here. Stay to exhale. As you inhale, slowly start to bend into the right knee. And then exhale, release that left hand, that left knee. And just pause here. And then either stay here just in a supported bridge pose, or if you want to go into a supported shoulder stand, if you have a full shoulder stand practice and you'd like to bring your legs all the way up, you're more than welcome to. If you'd like to move toward a wall, you're more than welcome to do that as well. Otherwise, staying with me, roll those shoulder blades onto the low back, press down into the hands, and then bend both knees. Take both legs up to the ceiling. So you're still supported by that low back. You're pulling in through the belly. Legs are nice and strong, so whether they're bent, they're active, or they're totally straight. Spread through the toes. So your feet aren't flexed, they're not pointed, your toes are spread. Gaze up to those toes, draw the chin slightly in, press down into the hands, and breathe. Full breaths here. I'm going to do about 8 deep breaths. So try to lengthen your breath here. Big inhale to a count of maybe 4, and then exhale to a count of 4. We'll do the last 5 breaths together. So wherever you are, exhale fully. Take a big inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhaling. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last 2 rounds. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, slowly bend into those knees. And as you exhale, slowly release the feet to the floor. Press into the balls of your feet. Lift those hips, slide the block out. Unwind the shoulders and slowly lower those hips. Take a moment here. Notice how that feels. And then maybe start to bring your feet the distance of your mat apart. It's okay, midnight. And we'll do windshield wiper legs. So you're going to lean your legs to the left, and then back up to center, and over to the right, and back up to center, and over to the left, back up to center, and over to the right. One more time each side. Maybe pause if you need to in that spot, but keep your feet nice and wide. So it's not like a twist. We're going to get that out in a minute. And then exhale, fully come back to center. Maybe rock those hips a little bit. We're going to a twist. Bring those feet to center. Shift the hips to the right slightly. Extend the left leg long. And then draw that right knee into the chest. As you draw that right knee into the chest, flex through the foot. Start to drop that right leg over to the left. And then keep those hips nice and stacked. So if you draw that left hip under, keep the right shoulder on the floor. I like to press into that left elbow, lift my chest so my chest squares to the ceiling. And my knee might not go down all the way, but I'm just getting a nice stretch into that upper back, into my outer hip maybe. And maybe if my neck's feeling okay, I look over my right shoulder. Keep drawing in through the lower belly. Flex through both feet, so spread those toes wide. Couple more breaths here. One more big inhale. Exhale fully. As you inhale, slowly draw the knee back up to center. Exhale, place the soles of the feet onto the ground. Shift the hips back to center. And then take those feet, press them in, shift the hips to the left slightly. Extend the right leg long. Draw the left knee into the chest. Taking one more big inhale. Exhale fully. And then inhale, bring that knee back to center. Exhale, square the hips. And then coming into happy baby. Always in a great practice on your back with happy baby. Draw the knees up, make the knees nice and wide, and then flex through those feet. Draw those knees down on either side of you, and rock a little bit from side to side. Nice full inhales and exhales, rolling through that lower back. And then when you're ready, extend those arms and legs up, give them a little shake. And slowly return the feet back to the floor. Your choice, Shavasana, or coming to a seated position. If you're going to Shavasana, spread those legs wide, tuck the shoulder blades under, lengthen the tailbone down, and allow yourself to surrender here for a few minutes, absorbing that practice, appreciating and feeling grateful that you did something for your body, even though you never stood up. Take rest, keeping your body and mind here within the room for a couple more moments, surrendering into that relaxation. If you have a few more minutes, stay here as long as you need. I'm going to wrap things up, so if you're with me and you're short on time, go ahead and start to bring some movement into your fingers and toes. And then from here, reach those arms back, slide your feet together, give yourself a big stretch. And then when you're ready, bending the knees, draw the knees into the chest, giving them one final squeeze. When you're ready, use your arm as a pillow, roll over to your favorite side. Stay there for a moment, check in, scanning in over the body, checking in with the mind. And then our time for reclining has ended, so slowly press yourself up, coming all the way back up to a comfortable seat. Taking that comfortable seat, sitting up nice and tall, bring those hands to the heart center. And just start to bring yourself into the room, onto your mat, and into your body. Allow your eyes to close, and we'll end this practice with one sound of Om. Take a nice deep inhale. Bowing your head slightly. Think of one thing that you truly are grateful for in life. Let that bring a smile to your face. Raising your head with that smile. Namaste. Thanks for joining me. Hopefully we'll see you again soon. Drink lots of water, eat your veggies, and wear sunblock. From me at midnight, see you later.